Ear training tip for intermediate level ear trainers. We started to talk before about compound intervals like an octave plus minor seventh, but we also have chords which are a little bit more sophisticated than just the usual triads like minor and major. What if we have a chord which adds some tensions, like in jazz, which very often happens? So, for example, if we have this chord, which we had before in one of the sessions, can you guess what it is? If you can, that's great. But if not, that's also okay, because that's what I want to show you. So, first things first, we should always try to sing what we hear. This is the lowest note I hear. And then and then I'm not a very accurate singer, but that's what I hear. Now we all know that chords, they most of them have a tonal center, and definitely here we have a tonal center and a quality, meaning major, minor, augmented, diminished, sus, yeah. And I definitely hear major quality to this chord, and I seek the tonal center. What is the strongest tone that I hear? That is definitely the strongest. Yeah. So it tells me two things. One is that I do have a tonal center, which is not the root, because not the bass, because the root is different. Is the root, the strongest note. Is the bass. But between them, we have which means I have a major quality, because yeah, this is the major third. Now what else do I have except the major? Is the third. This is just the major over the third. So until here I have the major, and then I have meaning I have a tension. And what is that tension? It's if is my center, then would be a 9 or a 2. And then I have in the soprano is the fifth. So fifth I don't count as a new tone. Yeah, it's just a part of the normal major chord. So I have the fifth twice actually. I have it here and but other than that, it's all a major with a ninth, or an added second, more precisely. So I can already say that I have a major add 2 chord, and all that's left is two things actually. One is over what is it, and one is what is the root, and I will talk about this in a minute, and the other is over which bass is it, because if we know the root we can calculate what is the bass actually. So now I want to give you a short test. I sing this again, or play it. Now, without even looking at the guitar, without trying to figure out where I am in which position, etc. Does this note sound familiar to you? Because I think it does. ha 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 ho 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 la la ho ho. I cannot reach that low. But definitely a very common tone for us guitarists to know. Yeah, because when we tune the guitar, every time we tune the guitar, we encounter that note. I'm sure that you remember how it sounds like. So this is just a comment for all those guys that say, oh, I have to be born, you have to be born with a perfect pitch to realize notes. This is not true. You do have to remember how they sound like, but you can learn how they sound like by just memorizing them. Yeah, and singing them, just singing them over and over again until you kind of drop your hands out of the guitar and just sing ah. Yeah, it's an E, and that's our tonal center, E. E. Yeah, if that was the root and the bass, it would be here. But we don't have the root as our bass. Our bass is actually the third, which means it's a G sharp. So we have an E9, E add 2 over a G sharp, and that's our chord. That's just, one quick tip for intermediate level students that want to learn and develop their ear training.